Hey there, gents and gentettes, Spazzy here, aka Syndromes, and welcome to Avorion. So, as I already said in this video, in this episode, thank you. In this episode, we are going to be building up our mining bars, so this is going to be a building-centric episode. As with the previous one of this sort of nature, I'm going to simply tell you that if you're not really interested in the whole building aspect, or rather, if you're not really interested in watching someone build these ships, then feel free to just skip to the end of this video. I'll give a slight, summary as to what we ended up with, and or just, skip to the next episode if you're watching this much later in the line. But as for now, we have our new hosts, the Exayev. Exayev. Yeah, the Exayev Nation. Actually, what are you at all? Let's see, Exayev. They are somewhat peaceful, careful, very generous, honorable, and mistrustful. That is perfectly fine. So, in the previous episode, we actually did well to move all of our kind of mining ships towards this new place, and it looks like the salvager is still salvaging. That is fine, and I moved some of the other ships to this location just so you can start to do the whole salvage thing. Okay, that is perfectly fine. Now what I want to see is, yes, 2 captains. That's perfectly fine. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to take the only slightly bent, and we are going to turn this ship into our mining barge. And when I say mining barge, I actually do mean it is going to be a very sizable ship. Actually, before I forget, what is your home sector, by the way? Oh, it is quite far away. But I guess that is perfectly fine. So as long as our guys actually have a place to buy crew, this will be perfectly fine and no problem. So, the overall idea for the mining barge is going to be that since it's not a combat ship, it doesn't have to be quick, it doesn't have to be nor large or small. I think what we're going to try and do here is create a ship that has been constructed completely out of iron, apart from stuff like, the integrity modules. So, in order to do that, we are going to do the following things. We are going to make changes to the hull itself. There we go. That is a iron hull, and I don't want iron hull. I want iron armor. There we go. So that is going to be the first change. Now, we only have 3,000 titanium. That is, quite honestly, not a lot. Especially considering we are actually going to need to kind of do it like this. And we are going to pretty easily create the backbone of the ship. Now, I kind of want to keep the center block in the center. As you can see, the problem with the titanium generator is, in fact, that it is very expensive in terms of how much titanium it actually uses. So, wait. So that is a 2x2x2. So instead, let's make it 1x1x1, like this. Okay, it is going to be a 20 to one side, a 20 to the other side. So it is going to be a elongated ship in general, right? Already, with these 2 integrity field generators, we are currently already using all of our energy, so that is something to keep in mind. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to rotate this thing fully, and we are going to make it slightly smaller and continue it like so from the center of this place. And then we are going to connect these 2 parts, or at least try to. Okay, it was 5.5, that's why it did that. Let's do the same here. Something like that. Now we are going to select these... Whoop. We are going to connect them like this. Don't worry about this kind of glitchy overlap, that's completely fine. So that is going to be the backbone of the ship. Now, we are going to do our best to create the ship with our mining lasers in mind, even though technically we currently don't have them just yet. At least, I don't think so. R salvage, yeah. We actually have 2 R salvage turrets, that's pretty neato. Those could go on our main ship, though, frankly, the problem right now is that the main ship is not actually being used, so that's a thing. But yeah, so this is going to be the backbone of the ship. Now, that being the case, now what's going to happen is we are going to... I kind of wonder, is it possible to... I kind of want to match the shape, or match the size, but I want to take that size and save it so I can then apply modifications to it. I guess this will have to do for now. Something like this. So the only thing that I'm doing right now is, as you can see, I am making sure that all of this is covered. It is going to be something like this. Actually, the local middle snap, let's see if this works. Okay, there we go. Now I can just place it on top of it, and it's always going to be in the middle. Good, because I want to fully cover it like this. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. This one will have to be just slightly shorter. Something along these lines. This one will have to be just a little bit more narrow, like this. And let's just continue doing this until we have all of this covered. Something like this. There we go. This is perfectly fine. It's kind of like building a Lego model, only with slightly more problematic controls than that. There we go. So, that is the core of the ship. Almost. Let's continue. There we go. Okay. Now, that is the core of the ship. So, in this place over here, what we're going to do is, this is our main cargo hold area. The question is, how do I want to mount that cargo hold? As you can see, this is not exactly the middle of, like, this pillar, so that is going to be fine. We're going to go back to global snap. There we go. And we are going to turn this into the cargo bay area. Now, I could, technically speaking, Just make a huge frickin' blob like this and just fill out the center, right? That is certainly one way to do it. Right? Something along these lines. So my question is, I can't really see if there's a... Okay, let's actually place it down, I guess. So there is no edge here. Oh, there's a big edge over there. Okay, that's fine. Like, if I wanted to kind of have these edges, I kind of want them to have, like... I want them to be similar on both sides. So that is the overall size of the ship, right? Let's show our stats. Cargo hold 700. That is respectful, but I'd like a little bit more. Let's expand that out a little bit. Boom. There you go. Now that kind of looks like a freighter ship. Much more so. This is also the place that we're going to do our generators. And the way that our generators are going to work is a process that I've done in the past. You probably already have seen it. The only thing I don't like about it is the fact that it is quite extensive on the credits. So I don't know if we should do this and if it's actually going to provide enough energy for us. So I don't know that just yet. But hey, let's give it a try. First of all, we're going to go back to middle snap, like this, so I don't have to, like, keep doing like this. And secondly, we're going to set our scale step for this item all the way down. See, like this. So the way this works is I'm going to keep... There we go. So, what I just did there, Ooh, that is too much. So I want to make it smaller by 1. Like this. Place it. Smaller by 1. Place it. And keep going. Ah! See? That's the one careful thing you have to do about it. You have to decrease the size by 1. Oop. Otherwise, it is going to look not as good. Did I do? Oop. Whenever I need to reset, I will just copy the... Oh. You see what happens? Like, it kind of does, like, twice. Notice that every single layer is about 1,000. Oop. Riveting, isn't it? Now, you might be looking at our current energy generation, and you might think to yourself, oh, that is certainly enough, isn't it? It's already more than our starting ship. Yes and no. The problem is, I want to put all of the essential items on this thing, including the turret systems, rather. And in order to do that, this thing has to be very generous with its power production. And that is why we are going to have this pyramid. As you can see, this is, yeah, slightly time-consuming, to say the least, but we're getting there. Oh, did I overlap the last one? Can't tell. No? Okay, let's end it here. Otherwise, yeah. So yeah, we are generating 10 gigawatts worth of power from this. So, that's really nice. We are going to need all of that power, by the way, because we're about to put our inertia dampeners on. And yeah, hoo boy. They tend to be chunky. So let's move back to global snap. Well, first of all, we can set our scale step back to like 0.5. Something like this. I should have gone with the middle snap again, but... Actually, no, this is fine. So yeah, there goes, like, instantly goes 36,000... Boom, there we go. And it just suddenly went to required energy is 6.47 gigawatts. So, yeah. Chunky. Chunky boy. No. We're going to do this slightly differently. We're going to reduce the size by 2, this size by 2, like that. And we're going to put it against the sides, but like this. So it's kind of spaced out a little bit better. Now then! Oh, here comes the fun part. We need to figure out how much crew this thing will need. A lot. The answer is a lot. So this is what we're gonna do. Every single like this is going to be kind of more crew. I'm very certain that we actually don't need this much crew. But at this point you might as well. And I kinda wanna... Yet, see, it doesn't wanna do that properly. That's probably because of the grid size. It has to be like 2. No, it has to be 2.5 because it's a... Okay, there we go. Yeah, much better. There we go. Now it... I mean, not that it matters too much. See, this is why I don't usually do ships that are very symmetrical. This is the problem with that sort of, you know, thing. But overall, I think we are doing fine. Now, as for the engines, I have a unique design that I want to try. You tell me how actually good this is. We're gonna start off completely flush with a ship, like this. It is going to be the same width of the back of the ship. And this is how we're gonna do it. So every single next one is going to kind of block the previous one, like this. Oop. And by block, I mean the glowy part. So this is actually kinda looking like an AI cruiser right now. From Freelancer. Or rather from Discovery Freelancer in specific. And you kinda need to continue adding, like, 2 at a time, something like this. So yeah, this is a thing. Of course, this is just going to be the visuals, because the way that this is actually going to work is we are going to... Oop, not like that. Like, we're actually going to make it look like individual engines. But as you can see, the whole idea was... It looks like individual engines, but it's actually the whole size of the ship, right? So we're using all of that, you know, ship size a lot better than what if we, you know, if we had done without the thing. And there we go. What else? What else? I think we should be okay. To add control surfaces. I was going to say armor, but not yet. No. So what we're going to do about control surfaces? I wonder, actually. I kind of wonder about that. So, in short, we really just need to worry about turning, like, if I kind of want to believe that we have enough dampeners to actually stop the ship. You know, reasonably well is the, overall idea here. You know, it stops reasonably well. Whatever that might actually mean. So, what I'm going to do is, we're going to have a pitching thruster, which is just going to be this huge block over here. Actually, you might as well just make it the whole length. Right? Something like this. And after that, like, you can see the energy is just being munched up very, very quickly. Because we are being, slightly unreasonable with the amount of, you know, stuff that we're currently putting on here, but I think in the end it's gonna pay off pretty well. I'm making them smaller simply, like, it's a purely aesthetical reason what I'm doing right now. Something like that. So that is going to be it. Hopefully that one huge directional thruster is going to be enough to actually, you know, pitch it up and down. And now, the same idea, but in the back. So we're going to make them slightly bigger. I kind of want to figure out where is it going to stop. Like, it has to stop somewhere, and I think this is going to be it. Something like that. Yeah, there we go. That's it. And then, he said, something like this, just for the sake of, you know, being able to tippy tip around. And yeah, something like this. Your actual... Oh wow, this is remarkably... Huh. This handles much better than I thought it would. Give me your engineers. entire crew. Give me all of your engineers. All of them! It does have auto-assign, so I guess we'll just need to... Yeah, this is perfectly fine. This thing is very zippy. This thing is much zippier than it has any right to be. Let's make it worse! I'm surprised how well this is going. This is very interesting. So, let's make it heavy. Well, not heavy. My goal is not to make it heavy. I just kind of wanted to make it a little bit more interesting to look at. Might fail in doing so. Most likely. Very spectacularly. Something like that. It kind of looks like a combat ship, but obviously it isn't. So I think what we're going to do here, we're going to just add straight up like these kind of armor blocks. Is there a gap between these? Hopefully not. You know, it's kind of wasted if I'm filling all this up with armor. I really kind of don't want to just use armor on that, but eh. Yeah, this is perfectly fine. So... what I really want to know is, what do we do with this? So, I'm not going to, like, overly elaborate the design of this thing. He said for the third time, and with every single time I believe myself less and less. But hey, that's the name of the game. I actually do want to make this kind of appealing to look at, so... I mean, obviously it's not going to be very appealing, but it's supposed to be like an industrial freighter thing ship sort of thing. If that makes any sense? Oh, actually no, this place right here, it needs to be further. Oh wow, not that much. Wait, global, no, that's grid scale. Give me like 2.825. Like, it needs to start where the first, yeah, there we go. Okay, global, middle, there we go, that should be fine, right? Yep, there we go. Much better. Okay, so I could... So that's always... That's the worst thing to say, right? I could make it completely flush. Something like this, right? But the problem is, with every single one, I would kind of need to add, like, regular armors like this. Kind of like this. Ah, actually, no. This is... Oh, wait, no, stop. There is a better way. If we just place a veg... Oh, wait, this... Stop. Global snap, there we go. If we kind of make it like this... That, derp, Derp. What am I doing? Oh, this is fine. Okay, there we go. Right? Something like this. We make it the same kind of angle. And make it something like that. That works? Kind of. Oh, and the top one can be one of those corner things? No, wait, can it be? No, never mind. It's slanted like this. Ah. See, if I actually had more experience with 3D modeling, I would be thinking in terms of, you know, how modelers kind of mold their ships, their shapes, and they know what shapes to adjust for to kind of, yeah. Wait, that is not the middle of it. Oh, that is definitely not the middle of it. Oh dear. Ah. Is it there? Oh, what a surprise, it actually is. So, there we go. I know it's not a good design choice to leave the power generation kind of out. But it's, again, more of a design choice, and since we are playing like on normal difficulty, it's not really that big of an issue for me. I think. At least, I think. I might be wrong! And in that case, we're gonna be very, very sad. Ooh. Ooh, no. Wait, is it like 2.5? No, 2.2. Like, I need just a little bit more. Oop. Okay, stop. What are we missing here? How much are we missing here? Like, this thing needs... Oh dear. No. Okay, first of all, it's slightly larger than that. This? No, there's a gap. Wait. This is some sort of very... something like this? That is not exactly it. But it will have to do. So, with this over here, I kind of... let's put it on the other side. There we go. So, I want to make it flush with this corner. Just a little... No. Oh. There we go. And the same, just with the opposite corner. Okay, let's place it like this. There we go. Let's make it taller. See, it doesn't add up. Like, it doesn't align perfectly, which is really strange. How far is this? Okay, now it does. Not perfectly, no. But it does. Right, so that is going to be our mining barge itself. And I kind of want to give it like a wedge snout sort of thing. And that is actually going to be where we put the turrets themselves. Okay, I think we need to... There we go. 2. Then they should be... No? Okay, what if I make it just slightly smaller? No. That's a very specific overlap. That's really strange. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. No. If it's going to be like that, it might as well go the full way. See what I mean? It's still not exactly there. Oh. That is not what I wanted. Okay, stop. Just come on. Please stop this. What is the scaling step for this thing? Because this is really weird. Okay, now I think it's better? Question mark? Exclamation mark? I don't know anymore. This looks so jank. Oh wait, I have an idea. Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea. Let's make it like that again. Let's copy it, remove it, paste it, right? But let's make it slightly smaller. Like that, right? And here... And here... Iron Emblem! Where's the name? Ah, yes, there it is. Help! Sir, my bird is upside down. See? What? What? Why? Why would you do that? Scale step 1.5. Okay, now it's flush. That is so jank. Okay, I would kind of like a triangle chin here, but since this kind of slopes inwards, I don't think that's actually going to work. So we're going to just put a thing here and say that it's just part of the aesthetics. Aesthetics. Okay. That is our ship. Kind of. Wait. We can't forget the ass. The ass also must be made pretty. Even though we personally will never look at it, because it's going to be doing this, you know, the automatic mining thing. There is absolutely no reason to not give the ass the attention it so rightfully deserves. Is this thing not actually... Oh, that's kind of interesting. See, I kind of want to make it so that it fits this, but for some reason it's not actually doing the thing. Oh dear, are we really going to do like 0.5, 0.5, both of them? Oh no, this is gonna be terrible. There we go, and now we just need to adjust the height. See? 1 pixel off. This is infuriating. This is actually infuriating. I will not, like... If I don't remove this now, I will never unsee it. Okay, you know what? This episode is coming to an end. So... let's just cheese it. Something like this, right? But... oh. Okay, let's actually go back to, like, 2 point... There we go. So I kind of want to just do it like this. Yeah, sure, why not? That is perfect. It's not even close to being perfect. I'm sorry. It's not even close to being perfect. But it is good enough. So, yeah, That is... I guess? Sure. Okay. Now, let's give it some interesting kind of bits and pieces over here. Something like this. Wait, did I just put engine? Oh dear, that is not at all what I wanted. There we go. There we go. That is not what I wanted to do. There we go. And now let's give it glows. And this one's gonna be red. This one's gonna be kind of yellow. This one's gonna be blue. This is gonna be pink. Yes. It kind of reminds me of a rhino. I guess the only thing that I don't like is the completely flat top. But I guess we can easily enough fix this. Something like this. Like, it's going to be a very... oh. Let's actually go back to, like, 0.25 or something. Yeah, there we go. 0.25, 0.20... no, that's 15, 0.25. There! So... it is going to be as wide as the base, somewhere like that. Oh. Oops. That is not what I wanted. You know, for a moment there, it actually just dead-ass looked like a freaking mohawk. Wait. God damn it. I'm being very, very skilled. Like, my competence is showing. There you go. Eh? Oh no. It's always 1 pixel. It's always 1 pixel, guys. Scale step 1. just minimum. Wait, I don't get it. Why does it become... close enough. Then we're going to... just the other way around, please. First of all, there we go. Let's enable that. The one thing I really don't need, though, is it to be so wide. Like, the width of that thing is something we don't need. Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay, now is the moment of truth. Let's select our field generator, and notice that half of these things are not actually... Oh no. I have an idea. I have an idea how to make this work. To be fair, it also kind of adds to the overall design. Although by doing so, we did lose like almost a gigawatt worth of power generation. I guess it doesn't matter that much, considering the amount that we're generating anyway. Right, and the only thing that I really want to, you know, do the thing with is that we actually need to do titanium armor, so we can place titanium stuffs on it. Like, the front plate just has to be titanium. Like, there's no way around it. So, there we go. Alright, so that is the ship itself. As you can see, we are actually taking up quite a bit of that energy generation. Now, I kind of hope that we do have enough systems where I could actually mount some of the stuff like this. Like, regeneration rate is not exactly what I'm looking for. I would actually like to have the generation amount. But yeah, unarmed turret slots, boosh, armed or unarmed, unarmed, boosh, armed turrets, armed or unarmed, armed or unarmed. We're going to kind of leave it here for a bit. Like, with this amount of turrets, we are going to have quite a few already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 turrets. Okay. And let's just put everything on. Let's disable the thingy. And let's start doing it. 1 turret, ha ha ha. 2 turret, ha ha ha. 3 turret, ha ha ha. 4 turret. Titanium. And that is all the mining turrets that we physically have right now. So let's take a look. We have populated everything up until 1 slot. Okay, let's paint it nicely. So, what kind of paint would I paint this thing? It has to be like industrial-ish. So dark orange. I kind of wonder... Well, it's not even wondering, like, what we have done to this thing right now obviously warrants a name change. So hey, for those of you who've stuck around for this episode, thank you. We have created our mining barge, and you get to name it. So post your recommendations. Let's do it this way. Post your recommendations as a comment, but also give a thumbs up or thumbs down to the other comments. And in the end, in the next episode, I'm going to choose the best voted comment as the name of the ship. I think that sounds fair enough. So something like this. Actually, shall we just give it like a very strange color like this? Whoosh. I like how it actually did not paint all of them. There we go. So yeah, that is our little monstrosity. Let's give it a small test flight, shall we? Actually, what is our speed? The speed is one thing, the brake speed is actually a whole nother thing. It is zippy, though. I'll give it that. It is remarkably zippy, but of course, since we don't really have the energy containment, then it means that the moment we start boosting, then yeah, it just completely goes skyrocket. Okay. Orders. Mine. I want to see destroy this chunk. Because I kind of hope that it's going to go for that one. Ah, yes. The big slurp. And we're still at, like, 215,000. I mean, you're probably right. I might as well just sell it off. But I guess I'll do that in the next episode. So yeah, this is the result of our humongous chungus. Then again, it's not as big as the previous mining bars that we made like that. That is just a big amount of sip. I wonder if I'm going to die instantly if I fly into these. Just look at this. Oh god, oh no. Ah. So the AI is actually a little bit more clever than I thought it would be. So how much do we get for this? Let's take a look. I want to see it, like, eat up just a regular asteroid. Ooh. 22,000. Munch! Oh, that just made me unreasonably happy. Please munch something that I... like, just a regular asteroid. See, at the same time, it's not very large, so... Oh. Is it going to munch this? Yes, yes it is. Just munch. Just instantly. Oh, 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 it's going for a regular asteroid. Oh. Oh. That asteroid is the size of the ship itself. Yup. This is beautiful. Like, this is hitting German levels of efficiency. And, like, we spent how much titanium on it? Not a lot. I kind of hope that... Oh! It just found a... Speaking of titanium, yeah. I was going to say, it's like, I really hope there's some titanium deposits in the system, because... Oh, look at it go. That is just brilliant. Poop. And 3,000 titanium in my pocket. Okay, thanks gents for joining us, and until next time, remember to vote for that ship name.